Hi guys, in this tutorial I will teach you how to implement a CRUD operation using Node JS. So we will be implementing a CRUD application. So definitely we will need a database to store the data. So first of all, let's create a database. Let's give it a name of library. A database has been created and now we can create a table here. Let's create a table called books. Okay, just let's keep it short, only three column. So the first column would be id. It will be auto increment. Okay, and keep it primary. That's already done. Okay, and second column would be the name. Data type would be varchar and length 255. Okay, and third column the author, or we can say it a writer also. 255. Okay, let's save it. Okay, now here it is. We have created a database and a table called books, and it has three columns called id, name and author. Okay, now let's go to the you can create the this directory anywhere you would like. It's not necessary to build in it in the WAM server directory, or because Node just will be using its own built-in server. Okay, so let's create a new directory for our project. Let's say it CRUD uh, Node JS, right? Okay, let's go inside this directory and now right click, and you can use uh, command prompt or whatever you like, but I will use git bash. So once I click git bash here, it will open the git bash in the correct current directory where I have clicked on the mouse. So now we are in the project directory in the git bash, right? So let's create the start the project. First of all, we will have to initialize the Node.js npm init, right? Okay, just press enter, right? Keep continue pressing enter. These are optional uh, parameters. If you want to use the package name or description, you can write here and press enter. But right now I'm not typing anything. I am just keep pressing enter. Right, right, right. Nothing need to mention here. No. Let's say author I am Here I wrote my own name. Okay. Okay. So type yes here. It is showing the us the contents of package.jsn. Okay. Okay. Now first of all, we will install the Express package. Okay. Basically, Express is a Node.js framework. Similarly, like we use framework for PHP for quick development like Laravel, Code Igniter. So similarly, uh, Express is a framework for Node.js to make the development quick. So we can say npm I express. Right, it has been installed. Okay. Another package we will install is npm I body parser. Okay, this has already been also been installed. Okay. And yes, we also need to install Node.js MySQL package, Node I MySQL. Node, some error has occurred. Node I MySQL. Uh, let's see. Node. No, I got it. I typed the wrong command. I had to type npm I MySQL. I type uh, I typed the node. That's why. So now MySQL has been installed. Okay, here is our project repository. Now you can see we have installed a couple of packages. Now we can see a new folders here. Here is our package.jsn file, right? Trust project, right? Okay. So here in the dependencies, you can see we have installed the body parser, Express, which is on the JS framework, and MySQL for the database. Right, that's fine. Okay, no, we don't need this. Okay, now we will go to our project directory. I am using PHP Storm. We had this is our project. Okay, we will open it. This window. Okay, let's create a new file here. Let's call it uh, main dot let's call it server .js. You can name the file any whatever you want. Okay, so to load the Node.js modules, we've installed a couple of packages. Now we need to load them here. Okay, so what I will do is var express barbara require is used to load any JS module, any Node.js module. Express, right? Let's to save the time. Let's another was Node.js, another was mySQL. We also need to load mySQL. SQL, okay, and then body parser bo body underscore parser, right? And we also need to use the require express. Okay, to save the time. Okay, copy it here, and it's already there, but we will we can keep everything constant as of a variable. It doesn't matter if you also keep it var variable, it will also work, right? And now we will first connect the app with our database. To save the time, I will just copy the code from here. Okay, we will also have to use this app.use body parser.json. Okay, this is basically the JSON input uh, we will be sending to the server. It will parse that input for us. So you must use this when you want to send the JSON data uh, to the server, Node.js server, right? You must use it. If you will use uh, the HTML forms, then you will also need to include this. Okay, include this to send data through HTML forms. But right now we will not be sending that data through HTML forms. So we will don't need to use it. We will just be sending the data to the server through JSON, right? Okay, to copy, connect with the data, I will just copy this. Okay, to save the time. Actually, I'm just trying to save the time. Okay, so here what we are doing, uh, we're connecting our app with the database, right? So host is, we are definitely using the local host. My username is root and there is no password, so I have kept it empty. And data, our database name was library, right? And multiple statements, we can send the multiple statements, multiple SQL statements to database. That's true. Okay, and we are storing this connection into the MySQL connection variable. So through this variable we will be later be executing the MySQL queries. For our own convenience we can also name it whatever we like, but to keep it short I would say DB. Okay, I hope that you understand it. Okay, now we will, okay, so here we will now db. Okay, so in this variable we have provided the credentials of our database to connect with the database, and here now db.connect, we are trying to connect with the database. Okay, and this is the error parameter, right? You can also say it error, whatever you like, and we can say it if error. I think that would be a better option. Uh, we can say db connection failed, and plus we would also like to know what is the error. So we will just type error here, right? Else connection with db has been established, or whatever you like, right? Okay, so now we need to listen to the port, right? uh, 8080. To save time I will just copy paste it. See, so here we are just you know, we have to use the express module. We had stored it in the app so that we can use it later, and we can access it anywhere in the app. So here app is uh, relevant to this app, right? So app.listen, and we are listen, we will the server will be listening to this port, right? And here we have the function and error. So if there is error, console.log error. So if there is any error, we will see it in the command line. Otherwise we can show the message server is ready. So let's check it. Okay, so our file name is server. So what we will type is Node SERVER server. So it says that server is ready and connection with uh, database has been established. Okay, can you see that now? Okay, server is ready and connection with database has been established. Right, we are good to go. And the next step is uh, store a new record in DB, right? And we will be using app.post. Okay, and let's save the time. Let's see. Okay, so we will make a post request to the server. Okay, here app.post, app is referring to this constant. And to save the book, we will say add, let's say book, right? And then here are the two parameters, request and response. We can also whatever you like, you can also type request or response. Okay, let's keep them same. And what were our name and author? Okay, we had name, that's fine, and here we change it with author. Okay, let's remove it. We don't need to assign any value to id because it will be automatically body.author author. So basically here the input we will pass through that JSON data. We will be sending the data through the JSON to the server, and here we are accessing that data, right? Request.body.author. Okay, req request this, and this we always need to use body and dot. This is the name of the input, right? Okay, and here author, these input we will be sending to the server through JSON. Okay, insert, and what's our table name? It is books, right? Let's books. Okay, so here we are storing the SQL query. Keep in mind let and var are almost same. Let there is only a difference of variable scope. Okay, when we declare the variable using the var, it is accessible anywhere in the function, but when we use let, it is only accessible in the block where we are declaring it. Okay, so here we have defined insert into books. Okay, set the SQL queries to okay, set, and then what we are doing is here we need to replace it with DB. Okay, because uh, we used our database credentials in the DB variable, right? So db.query, we were executing the MySQL query. db.query SQL here will replace it with insert into books and then details. Okay, so details will be sending these uh, name and author. It will set name and author into the query, and then we have a parameter as error. So if there is any error, uh, it will throw an error, otherwise it will send our response. Okay, we can say success or whatever you like, or okay, and here we can state book created successfully, new book create has been created. Okay, so let's try it. We'll see. You remember the first is localhost, right? And the port is we set, as you know, here we define the port number. Okay, you can define it something else, but I have kept it 8080, and that's why I have to write 8080 here. Okay, and then we need to make a request here, add book, control B. Okay, and we need to send a post request. Okay, and content. Okay, here we need to send data through JSON. Name means here name of the book, uh, PHP book. Okay, okay, and then author. Okay, okay, right, control C. Okay, we're ready to make the request. What's wrong? Yeah, we forget to put comma here, right? Okay, we are good to go. And now run the server again, type node, and server is the name of the file. We have saved our in code in server.js, so just type node server. Okay, server is ready, connection with database has been established. Okay, when we will make a request, we will see something here. Okay, so error sending request. Let's see what's wrong here. So okay, success is not defined. I think we have to place string around her. Okay, okay, let's send it again. Restart the server, resend the request. Oh, here we go. Status success, book created successfully. Okay, so if we go to the database, yeah, in fact the record has been inserted 2 times. So it means that when we made the first request, then the record was also saved in the DB, but for some reason we got the error. Yeah, because Yeah, I got it. Okay, so let's try something here again. Okay, okay, let's retrieve all the books. Okay, to save the time I will just copy it. So again, app refers to the variable we declared on the top, and we are making the get request, get http request, and here you can type whatever you want, whatever URI you want here. So we can say get books. Okay, and then we have a parameter of request and response, and again here we have a stored the uh, query select start from. We need to record retrieve data from books. Okay, and then uh, because we have stored our database credentials in db, so we will say db.query. Okay, and SQL here means select star from books, and then we are passing the function which has two parameters, error and result. If there is an error, we will see the error. Console.log means error. Console.log means write to the command line, and then we will see the error, and else otherwise we will see the result on the command line. Okay, and here we will uh, send the response which we will, the record which we will receive from the server uh, will be converted into JSON's dot stringify converts uh, the returned array into JSON strings, right? Result is basically which will be returned uh, by the server. So okay, here result is a parameter. Okay, and we are just applying json.stringify to convert the result into the JSON strings. Okay, so let's call this API. Just copy get books, control C, and control V, and this is a get request. Okay, and let's select US. Let's try. Yeah, we need to restart the server. Okay, and let's make a request. Yeah, here you can see all the record has been we have only two records. You can see ID1 and then ID2. Two record has been returned by the server, right? Yeah, and in the command line we can also see the data returned by the server. Two records. Fine, let's now retrieve a single record. Okay, app dot get right, and what we get, get book and we need to pass a parameter of the book. We need to pass the ID of the book which we want to retrieve. Okay, so here we can say the parameter will be ID, right? Comma funct function, no, rec, comma res, right? Okay, so again var sql sql बराबर है select from books where id d. Let's copy it from here. Okay, I think we don't need this. You can access the id passed which is coming through the url rec request dot prompts dot id. So here basically we are writing a SQL query to retrieve the record of a particular book. Okay, will be passing the uh, id of the book through the uri or url, whatever you say. Okay, so here did you notice that we read request dot prompts because we want to retrieve the id through the url. If when we send the data through the body, then we use a body here, right? As we did in the post request, we use the body here, but here we use the prompts. So prompts basically means parameter. So here again we need to replace it with db dot query. Everything seems to be perfect, right? Let's change something here. Instead of res we can say res.json, and then so it will automatically convert the response into proper JSON format. Let's try if it works or not. Okay, I hope it should be fine. It should be fine. Okay, okay, let's try it. So just replace the instead get book and retrieve the record 1. Okay, again we have to stop the server, press Ctrl plus C to exit the server and restart the server again. Okay, now let's make the get request, right? And here we wrote 1 means this is the ID of the book uh, whose record we are trying to retrieve. US. And did we receive the response? Request timeout. We did not receive any response. Error connecting to DB. Error connecting to DB. So we are receiving error here. If error, so how we will know the error? That's not, instead replace it with error so we can see what's the error. Okay, close the server by Ctrl plus C and then restart the server. Okay, now send request the make the request again, get request. Okay, Canada message body. Yeah, we don't want to pass the message body. Okay, let's remove it. I already removed it. Get US server. Okay, what's the error now? Library.book does not exist. Okay, so table name is books, not book, right? Restart the server. Okay, now try it again. Here we are. Okay, so the server has returned us the details of the book which has an ID 1, right? So we're done with it. Next we update a book. Okay, I will just copy the query and to save the time. So here we can say update and book, and next the ID of the book as a parameter, right? And then update and our table name is books, and then we this is the SQL query set values name. Okay, name is equal to request dot body dot name. This is the JSON body which we will be sending to the server, right? I will show you now. Right, and here we have a second column called author, and request dot body, again author. This input we will be sending to the server through JSON. And let's load it. That's it. And then here again db So if there is an error, we can say book could not be updated. And definitely through this switches we will not be able to know the reason of the error. So what we will do is plus error, so we can also see the what's the error, right? Yeah. And then status too, that's fine. Okay, we can also do it. I'm just showing you another way to do it. Okay, and just remove it. It will automatically convert it into a proper JSON response. That's it. Okay, so now just copy it, Control C. Okay, and Control C, restart the server, and okay, let's change the URI. Okay, update book, and then we need to pass the ID of the book. So for example, we want to update the second record, the book which has an ID of 2. Okay, and again here we need to pass the value, new values as a JSON, in a JSON format. Name, let's say name updated, and then author, this is a JSON format. Okay, and new author, right, and we are done. And yes, we need to put comma here, right? And we need to, yes, this will be post request, uh, update book, put, no, this because this is update, so this will be the put request. Post is used to create a new entity. Okay, let's send the request. Okay, so status false, book could not be updated, error, you have an error in your SQL syntax. Okay, so we also are also able to see the error because that's why we typed error here. Just we need a space here. Okay, so it says that you have error in your SQL syntax. New author at line 1. We had errors somewhere here. So update set values. Maybe plus we need to put this, I think so, I'm not sure too. Yeah, I hope it will fix it. Control C, and then rerun the server. Okay, send the request again. Because error, you have an error in your SQL syntax. What might be the error? I got it. I got it. We have forget to apply the where clause. Okay. No problem. Prompt start ID. I hope it will fix the error. Let's control C and run the server again. And let's okay. Student updated successfully. We forget to replace it with book. Record has been updated successfully. Okay. Now the last step, delete the book. Okay. So what we can do is app dot delete. Okay, and just let's do it. Del, let's say del book, and then okay, pass the id the book for which we want to, comma, okay, function request, comma, response, okay, okay. Let SQL equal to, okay, let's copy it from here. See, right, replace the table name which is books. Okay, so delete from books where id is equal to request.prompts.id, the id which we will be passing through the URI, right? And here we will replace it with response. It is res response whatever you write, and you again response dot send, and here, as I already told you, db, the variable in which we save the credentials of our database, and here we can say book has been deleted. So let's copy it. Okay, stop the server, and So replace the URL del book, and suppose we want to delete the book which has the ID 2, right? And here we need to make that delete request. Restart the server, right? And then okay, so request is not defined. REQ is not defined. We forget to REQ is not defined. Where we have yeah. So as we wrote request here, so we need to keep it same here, right? Exit the server by Control plus C, restart the server, okay, and then make this request again. Okay, status true, book has been deleted. Now if we go to the database, if we refresh it, only one record will be left. So the book which had an ID of 2 has been deleted. That's it for today. I hope that you will enjoy this tutorial. If you have any questions or if you struggle to implement this tutorial, please feel free to ask any questions in the comment. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.